There's so many fundamental issues when you talk about what families need and want in rural America and what families need and want in urban America. Some of those issues are obvious: healthcare, access to public education, making sure that our public schools are fully funded. And then there's some things that are not so obvious. So for small family farmers and ranchers, I think a lot of people think that it's just white folks that are farming and ranching. And, in a lot of our states, we have Latino, Native American, Asian American, Black farmers. And what all of those farmers want, both white and communities of color, they want a level playing field. They don't want monopolies coming in and telling them, you can only produce, this certain chicken has to be, processed at this certain plant, and you're only going to get this certain price. That's what happens with monopolies. In our urban communities, they don't want big corporations coming and telling them what to do in their communities either. You see this often when, somebody wants to come in, build a huge football stadium in a Black community and take their land through eminent domain so a big corporation can profit. And so that when you start talking about economic issues that have real immediate impact that people can really get their hands around, you start to tear down a lot of these walls that we have built up. Both rural people have built up stereotypes on urban people, and urban have built up on rural. But what I have found is that these conversations have to happen on a regular basis, and it can't just be in a training room with flip charts where we talk about our differences. We have to do actions together. We have to be in concerts together. Willie Nelson is really famous for this, right? He talks about how he has, both, people that wear overalls and hippies at his concerts, but they're all there kind of celebrating the music together. And as activists and people in politics, we have to get back to that. We have to get back to actually talking about issues that impact people's daily lives, rather than pretending that there's no bridge that can come into our communities anymore.